The airport buzzed around me. Voices overlapping, footsteps echoing, luggage wheels clattering across the polished floor. But inside everything was still. This was the moment I had been building toward for months. My clean break, my chance to breathe again. I had carefully planned every detail, every step that led me here. My bags were packed, ticket in hand. A new life waiting on the other side of this departure gate. For years, I'd lived inside a cage that looked perfect from the outside. A well-paying job that drained the soul out of me. A relationship that once promised forever, but instead left me feeling like a hollow shell. A home that seemed stable but was only another room where I suffocated. I smiled when people expected it, played the part they wanted me to play, but inside, I was unraveling. Leaving wasn't a rash decision. It had taken nights of doubt, mornings of dread, endless rehearsals of excuses I no longer wanted to give. And finally, I chose myself. I chose to walk away from everything that had been dragging me under. I shuffled closer to security, adrenaline buzzing through my chest. One final glance at my phone, just a habit really, and then I saw it. A notification from Claire. Months ago, I told her about my plans to leave. Shortly after we ended things. I thought we had parted with some semblance of peace. But now her message said otherwise. We need to talk. I'm at the airport. Please don't do this. My throat tightened and a sharp pang shot through my stomach. Guilt, unease, irritation. All of it tangled inside me. Claire always knew how to slip past my defenses. How to make me question choices I had already made. And now, even here, she was trying to pull me back. I told myself to ignore it, to keep moving. Yet as I lifted my eyes from the screen, the universe decided to test me. She was here. Claire stood at the far end of the terminal, clutching a sign with my name scrawled across it. Her expression was desperate, insistent, a look I had seen too many times before. But she wasn't alone. Standing beside her was Mark, my ex-boss. The man who had devoured 5 years of my life, demanding nights, weekends, and pieces of myself I'll never get back. Seeing them together was like facing two anchors, two figures who had held me captive in different ways. And here they were, united, as if summoned to block my way out. Please don't do this, Claire called, her voice quivering but carrying that same familiar undertone. That manipulative edge she always wrapped her pleas in. She had made me feel guilty for wanting more, for needing freedom, countless times before. My fists tightened. Not again. I forced myself to breathe, to steady the storm inside. Why are you here, Claire? I asked when she stepped closer, her eyes glistening. You know I need this. I can't keep drowning in the same cycle, doubting myself because of you. This is for me. Her lips trembled, but she masked it quickly. You're just running away, she whispered, her voice sharp and accusing. Running from your problems. The words twisted inside me, threatening to seed doubt. But I knew the truth. I'm not running away, I said, my voice firm, unwavering. I'm running toward the life I deserve. Mark stepped forward then, his presence looming, his tone carrying the weight of authority he'd always wielded like a weapon. You're making a mistake, he said. You've worked too hard to throw it all away. Do you really think starting from scratch will give you more than what you've built here? This career, this foundation, it's everything. His words were sharp, calculated, designed to break me down. The same tactics he used for years, to keep me compliant, to make me feel small. But this time they didn't sink in. Don't you dare guilt me, Mark, I said, my voice cutting through the chaos around us. I gave you everything, my time, my health, my loyalty. And it was never enough. You used me until I was empty, and I'm done. I'm leaving because I deserve to live, not just exist for your expectations. For the first time he faltered, his confident mask slipping. Claire's eyes softened for a moment, but it didn't matter. Neither of them understood what this choice meant to me. How much of myself I had fought to reclaim just to get here. You think I'm making a mistake, I said quietly, looking at both of them one final time. Maybe I am. But it's mine to make. I've spent years living for you, for both of you, and I'm done. This is my life, and I'm taking it back. Their silence was heavy, but it no longer chained me. Without another word, I turned and stepped through security. My heart pounded, but each step grew steadier. I didn't look back. I couldn't. When I finally boarded the plane, a wave of relief washed over me. The guilt, the endless doubt, the years of compromise, they began to fall away, piece by piece. For the first time in longer than I could remember, I felt light. The engines roared, the runway blurred beneath us, and the plane lifted into the sky. I stared out the window as the world I had known shrank beneath me. I wasn't escaping anymore. I was moving toward something real, toward myself. And I knew this was only the beginning.